I guess I'm not supposed to. I wasn't meant to schedule it. I was trying to schedule this for 10:35 so that I could post I can post the link onto Instagram. But I guess I'm just dropping in on you guys now. Hello, welcome. Friday. Gosh, good golly. It's piping hot. It's so good. How are you guys doing? I know, take a little while for people to start showing up because there wasn't that 5-minute scheduling buffer that I had planned for. Ginster. Salute. How are you? Daniel. Zermeno. How are you? Dill. Ear aches, elbows, and Enoch. Now there is a username. Wow. Jane. Raven. Hello, Raven. I posted that video of Nick Shirley in the Discord today. Good morning. Yeah, well, Nick is on an epic run, and this is a run he needs to be on. This is a career-establishing run right here. I wonder where he's going to take it, because like people like Tim Pool, I think they know that once they get too recognizable, they can't even really cover things that are going on publicly very efficiently anymore. And I think that he's doing so much more. I think he's already done so much more than Tim Pool ever did in those earlier years. So yeah, congratulations to Nick Shirley. Be safe. I can't wait to have him in the studio. I loved hearing about Tracy's experience yesterday. I was patiently waiting for it. Yeah, me too. I mean, there's a lot of other questions I have about the actual process, the gateway process, but we've already covered a lot. And we've done a lot about binaural beats and hemisync technology and all that, and I guess when you're talking about levels that you're moving up, we talked about the ladder, that ladder, going up the ladder into different dimensions with Albert Taylor. I still need to see some data retrieval. I need Tracy to float on over to my bedroom and tell me what object I place on the nightstand. I don't care. If you don't like it, if you're not good at it, if it's hard, that's fine. Got to do it. Cindy says, out with the chickens. Listening to you. Well, good morning to the chickens. Cindy, we saw temperatures in the 30s last night here in Connecticut. Wow. Yeah, it was cold last night. But I love it. I'm loving this. You know what I love? I love the smell of the heat coming on for the first time of the year. Like it's over here, usually sometime around October 10th or whatever. That's usually when the boiler will go on. What's up, Katie? And I think that over this past, maybe like a day or two ago, is when the boiler went on, and good gosh, it's just that smell of the radiator, so good. Yeah, I know you guys and gals in Texas probably don't have that for a while, if at all. You know, those deep freezes that come now and freeze all the wind energy turbines. Just freeze the blades in place. Won't turn on the heater yet. Michigan. Yeah, well, October is usually when it happens over here. You know what it is? It's around this time of year. It's just when inside becomes colder than outside. The inside becomes colder than outside. The days are still warm when you're in the sun. It's chilly when you're in the shade, but the cold gets insulated. Becomes like a cold thermos in here. Nope is on his porch or her porch, I don't know. Drinking coffee. Well, I've got my 2024 mug, and the coffee is hot and it's creamy. I'm opening up the mind right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, especially if you're new, if you want to try out the Keto Brainz coffee creamer, Nootropic coffee creamer, let me know. I will pay for the samples and the shipping to get it to you. Just email me, frank@quitefrankly.tv. Clear, focused, aligned, energized. It's lion mane, L-theanine, the MCT oil. That's converted into ketones in the liver right there. And then once they cross the blood-brain barrier, forget about it. That is just top fuel for the brain, and you feel like you can, I don't know, I get all types of extra reps out of this. So thank you for Keto Brainz and the Quite Frankly Elevation Blend for making these little chats possible. But I wanted to do this on here's what I'm doing. I'm moving these to Fridays. I'm moving these coffee meetings to Fridays because Fridays are going to be no Quite Frankly anymore. But tonight is going to be the Playhouse. So at 7 o'clock on the Playhouse channel, that's where me and Anthony, and our guest tonight is Walt Ribeiro. He's a great guy. We're going to have plenty of fun talking, just, chit-chatting, talking about music, the past, how we met, all that. And then we've got stuff to react to tonight because this, what the hell is it called? Where the hell is it? The Sora, the OpenAI Sora thing that's going on? Friday should be a good show. Yes, King. And Saturday night too. So tonight we're going to be live. What's going on, Bad Monkey? Bad Monkey, no banana. Tonight we'll be live on pilled.net. That's the only Quite Frankly broadcast property we'll be live on. So pilled.net or quitefrankly.tv, and the Playhouse. That's at 7 o'clock. And then tomorrow night is the Saturday night special at 9 o'clock. And that'll be on quitefrankly.tv and Pilled. And then that will premiere onto the YouTube and the Rumble, if there's no copyright issues with it, next Friday. And that's how we're going to do it. And I think it's going to be great because it gives everybody the option to get the content that they want, and it balances out the work week for me. I feel great right now because I got a lot of work to do, but it doesn't feel like a work day because it's going to be so easy to do this show with Anthony and Walt tonight. It's going to be so easy. There's going to be some funny stuff to watch. Listen, the stuff that people are making with this OpenAI program, Sora, is stupid. I mean, I know we've been talking about this for a while now, but it's funny and scary. I'm not allergic to all AI because it's not art. It's just see here. That's the other problem there. It's not intelligent. It's a tool, and I mean, we've been able to edit video for a long time, and there's been all types of tools for a long time. So it's either effects are practical, or we've had special effects and CGI. Is that not AI? Is it not computer generated images? Is it not what we call AI? Because I think AI is really not. It's not what everybody thinks it is. So I'm looking at this here and I see, I don't know if you've seen all of the celebrity AI videos that's coming out right now, that just everyday average people are making of like Martin Luther King Jr. and Michael Jackson, the Queen of England, Bob Ross. They're fucking hilarious. You put it in the hands of us, you know, we're not going to go try and start a war with it. We're going to do stupid shit with it. But I mean, that's just, you know, those are some of the things I want to show Anthony tonight, because it's nuts. Some of it is outrageous. Like all the things that we, growing up, we used to say, man, I wish I can recut that scene of this movie to make it funny in an unexpected, irreverent way or something like that. That's where we are right now. You're feeding the bots information for when they become sentient. Well, you just did right now. Every time you put your key, every time you stroke a key into a chat room, every unsent message is logged somewhere in a supercomputer in under the surface of Utah. Whether they are actually sentient or not, I don't know. I do think that it's very possible that these programs, these computers, these machines can become sock puppets for, you know, disembodied spirits, things that are sentient. That's what I don't think the actual machine itself is going to be something. I think that every machine is going to, at some point, no matter how advanced they are, they're going to need a driver. They're going to need a pilot. So that's just where I'm at. But yes, a lot of people coming back to YouTube all of a sudden. I saw that Praying Medic was on last night. He wasted no time to go right into republishing all of his Q decodes. That's still, I think, a very big part of his analysis of, you know, the Spygate timelines that we're on. It's just crazy. It's crazy to see people come back. I think Jordan Sather got his thing back. I texted Zach last night, Red Pill 78. I said, bro, have you got your YouTube back? Are you got your YouTube back? Because everybody, I'm seeing so many good old boys back on the scene all of a sudden. And he said, no, I haven't. How about you? I said, well, I never lost mine, but I'm just hearing about Sather and Medic and all that. And that's when Zach said, the funny thing is that I'm just realizing I can now access my YouTube studio. And it says I filed an appeal, but I didn't file an appeal. And the email it shows as being notified doesn't belong to me. So if I get it back, I might immediately turn into a scam. Who knows? So he thinks that somebody might be, he doesn't know who the hell has control of his YouTube, but it seems like everybody's getting it back. I don't know why people like Zach wouldn't get it back. Zach was a Boy Scout. Zach was the first guy I heard creating a whole new silly language. A whole new silly language to be able to get around otherwise very innocuous speech. You know, Zach was creating silly parallel language, coded language, to talk about things that I think, even if you were being blunt about, was innocuous. You guys just said the SGT report is back? Get the hell out of here. SGT report official? SGT report 7. Hold on a second. It only has, it has under 5,000 subscribers. Hold on. I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. Hold on. I'm going to try to call Sean.
Franco, what is up?
Yo, Sean, listen, before we start talking, I just want to let you know I just went live on my for my coffee stream, and I'm taking a shot of calling you, and I wanted to ask you if you got your YouTube account back.
Well, as of last night, no. It's still permanently terminated, and it won't let me file an appeal. Let me look. Why? What's going on?
It's just like the gates have been opened, and at least a half a dozen close friends from the past are back, and I'm just keeping tabs on people like you and Red Pill 78 and a whole bunch of other people to see. 'Cause I don't know why you wouldn't be restored.
Let's see, buddy. I am now logging on. No, your channel won't be put back on YouTube at this time. So, no, we've all been talking about it in our circles, those of us who, filed the lawsuit against Google and YouTube, and it went nowhere.
Yeah.
X22, Red Pill, Sarah Westall, we've all been talking, via email, even with the attorney who said she wrote another letter, a strongly worded letter. No, I don't know, man. I don't have mine back yet. But I'm glad some people are getting it back. I heard somebody texted me last night or emailed me last night and said, this guy called The Extraction from the UK. He's like, I got my channel back. Check yours. I did. And no, I don't. I don't know. They don't like us. They don't like us.
Yeah. Well, I either way, I think I don't know, something's shifting, and I wonder what the hell it's really all about, because if it's everybody's kind of hesitant about it one way or another. I'm glad that we've been able to establish ourselves more so in other places out of necessity. But I'm just wondering about why the shift, how long it's going to be, and
it's Jim Jordan, right? It's supposedly the Jim Jordan settlement with YouTube. But it's not affecting everybody equally across the board, and I would have been surprised if it had.
So you're talking about this $24 million thing?
Yeah, I think that's what got everybody excited, is that Jim Jordan came to some settlement with YouTube and Google to stop censoring people and to bring back people that were censored. But I haven't read the finer points on that, because it's, like I said, I don't think it's going to affect everybody equally.
Yeah, and it's very odd especially because that October 15th, 2020 purge, is that the one you got caught up in?
It was October 15th, 2020, on the back of a Media Matters for America hit piece. That's right.
I remember that. Now YouTube was talking about how this was they're reversing policy on. I'm not taking up any precious time of yours, am I?
No, are you live right now?
I'm just doing a coffee stream. I'm holding my phone in my hand, and I'm just talking to a couple of dozen people on my YouTube for a morning stream, and it came up, and I said, you know what? Let me try to call Sean right now. Yeah. But wait, that's the thing I don't. First of all, I remember that you were part of that class action lawsuit that didn't go anywhere, and then I heard about this $24 million the one that just got won by the president. But then there was also a lesser amount that was going to people like Fleckus. I didn't know that they were part of another. I thought that this was, at first I thought that they were referencing the lawsuit that you were a part of, because I didn't know that there was multiple.
No, I don't think so. I think so. Fleckus, the Fleckus Talks guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he getting his channel back? Did he lose it and now he's getting it back?
No, he never lost it. But I saw that I guess he's going to be. He was part of a $2.5 million sliver of that $25 million overall thing, and I just didn't understand what the hell it was for. But it's crazy, because when you guys were taken off in October of 2020, it wasn't because of what they were saying, medical misinformation, or because of election denialism and all that stuff. The election hadn't happened yet. It was all Q channels.
Well, that's interesting. So that the hit piece that Media Matters wrote on October 15th, 2020, that's the same day then that YouTube just dutifully obeyed and deleted all the channels that Media Matters wrote the hit piece suggesting they should terminate. based on, yes, Q misinformation. But then what they did is they went through, and for each channel, if you wanted to call that up, I should email it to you. The article's still out there. What they did is they showcased what they said was the offense of each channel. And as you tick down the page and you get the SGT report, in my case, it was election misinformation. And it featured a picture of Dr. Shiva on my channel, because I had interviewed Dr. Shiva, he'll go to his grave saying that when he ran for Senate on the East Coast, it was rigged, and he could prove it as a mathematician. So we had that conversation. So the claim is I got terminated for election misinformation, but also Q. It's so stupid.
No, see, and you know the crazy thing is, I interviewed Dr. Shiva about that as well. You're talking, where he run? Florida?
No, it was on the East Coast, like Connecticut or something. I can't remember. New Hampshire, something like that. Yeah.
Crazy thing about him is that he was very nonpartisan about the whole thing. He was talking about how the way that elections are being rigged all over the country from a mathematical perspective standpoint is being taken advantage of by both parties. And so it's, I don't know. So, okay, well, I just wanted to check in, and I'll keep checking in, because this will make for a very interesting 2026 if it's true.
Well, I appreciate you thinking of me, man, and it's always fun to talk to you.
Yeah, let's do an official show again soon.
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks, Frank.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.
I have a feeling he'll get it back. I don't know why. I don't know why he wouldn't. It's posting SGT videos, but it's not. Okay. Okay, so it's not him. Yeah, I don't know why somebody like him wouldn't. Crazy thing is that I just got another fucking warning. You know, I have no strikes on the channel. I've been I've been trying to navigate these waters. And maybe this is part of like the divine protection that I've had for the slow growth that we've had. I don't know. But I've been able to navigate these waters and really just allow strikes to expire. And then I got the warning taken away because I did the defensive driving course that YouTube has out there. And then in April, 5 years after I was demonetized, almost to the day, I got my super chats back. And now, as you guys know, there are a few ads playing. And I'm trying to see how much it's getting me visible. I don't know how much it's going to make the channel, but I'll tell you, anything helps. And for those of you who can't sponsor the show on a monthly basis, and you watch on YouTube, by all means, watch the full ad. It's the best way to contribute to the show. To what extent, I don't know. But Sean getting it back, Dave's got to get it back. X22 would have to get it back too. You know, Red Pill was on his way to 1 million subscribers. I don't know how anybody would say thanks but no thanks, YouTube. If you're serious about your craft as a broadcaster, I don't know why you would say thanks but no thanks. I would feel like you have to utilize whatever the hell you have for as long as you have it, and maybe do it a little bit smarter now. Like what I've been doing since everybody started getting banned was I felt like the anvil was hanging over my head as well. And that's when I was just like, guys, please follow me on quitefrankly.tv, join the mailing list, become a sponsor, get away, don't be dependent on this, put notifications in your phone, set your own notifications. If we're not live here, we're live all the other places. Like you guys have been hearing me say that for years now. So everybody who gets their channel back needs to immediately throw a gigantic fishing net over everybody that they are making contact with again and say, in case of emergency, break glass and be over here. Seriously, I think it's pilled.net. Pill.net on Quite Frankly.tv. I've made the website very, very cozy. And Sean just sent me something. Media Matters. Frank, here's the hit piece, October 15th, 2020. This was published on October 15th. So then that means that there was coordination, obviously. See, these are the little details I forget. Before I forget what my other thing I was going to say is that it's crazy to see all these people coming back, and we're wondering what's the limits? What can we do? You know, what does this mean about the culture changing, and for how long? And I just got a warning. In August when G. Edward Griffin came on, and he merely mentioned the work he put into what he believes and what has been documented elsewhere. It's controversial, but again, we're talking about amygdalin, Laetrile, B17, stone fruit seeds, apricot pits. You know, that just came up in conversation long since, like almost 50 years ago. Or is it 50 years? Published that 50 years ago. And I got hit with medical misinformation. Well, how about this? Adults are watching the show. Adults are watching the show. I designate every show as not suitable for children. Can adults listen to controversial things? Can they listen to, I don't know, silly things? Caricature-like things? Weird. It's ridiculous. So whatever is given back needs to be utilized, and make sure that there are backup systems that are really the primaries. Let's see here. YouTube has enabled the QAnon conspiracy theory to spread on its platform. Written by Olivia Little. October 15th, 2020. YouTube is regularly used by followers of the QAnon conspiracy theory as a platform to radicalize new members and widely share misinformation. What was radicalizing about the whole thing? That grandmothers bought bumper stickers with the Punisher skull and put it on the backs of their pickup trucks? I don't even get it. But during a recent interview on CNN, YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, the late Susan Wojcicki, refused to commit to more broadly banning QAnon content for the platform, claiming instead that the company has removed a lot of it already. Media Matters has identified 17 large QAnon YouTube channels with over 4.7 million subscribers combined. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's just that I know that there's a lot of crossover. 4.7 million people just right there who are not talking about the drops and listing them. It's not just like every night. It's just nothing but decodes, and there's a lot of that going on, but it was just 4.7 million people who were starting to use a different part of their brain, and that they were developing different muscles for critical thinking. And conspiracy theory is fun just because it gets you using your imagination again. Speculation is a big part of it. Imagination is a big part of it. Sometimes you stumble upon some gold, man. But it really gets you thinking outside the box again. They want people in the box. Let's see here. We've already removed a lot of it in terms of hundreds of thousands of videos because it could violate other parts of our policies. Hate, harassment, COVID information. Of course, all the COVID information from 2020 is now laughable to look back on. Right on down to the social distancing recommendations that now have been written about by all these authoritative sources of information as having no basis in science and actually cause lasting damage, especially to the development of children. I mean, that's just all open now. So just to think about this from a 2020 standpoint, let's see some of the, and we know, destroying the illusion, Sather, 238,000. Fall Cabal, I don't even remember these people. Fall Cabal, 480,000 subscribers. Calls for violence, suggests that the Clintons and former president should be hanged for committing high treason. Well, I mean, they throw treason around all the time. When you say that somebody committed treason, you are automatically saying that they should be punished for treason. What is the punishment for treason? Moderate to crazy leftists talk about talk about treason all the time. Now we laugh about that because we say, what country are we betraying in the mind of a leftist? What country, in their minds, what country are we betraying? Because they reject the original construct of the American Republic. So what breakaway nation that has been illegally formed on top of the bones of the Republic are we betraying? You know? What else we got here? In Pursuit of Truth, iPod, 242. COVID misinformation. Jennifer Mack, 74,000. Joe M, 377K. Liz Crokin, 200K. Patriot News. Oh, Patriot Soapbox got back. X22 Report, 951,000 subscribers. Praying Medic, 391,000. He's back. Red Pill Project, Red Pill 78, 266,000. SGT Report, 630,000. Voter suppression and election misinformation. And there is Dr. Shiva. I mean, it's crazy. Patriot Soapbox. Voter suppression. What's voter suppression? It's crazy, man. Now, here's the, out of all these people, I mean, I love Zach, but I don't know a lot of these people. I follow Liz Crokin on Twitter. She's great with the Pizzagate stuff. Always has been. Zach is great to talk current events and headlines with. He's a good friend of mine. Sean talks about all types of stuff. From the spiritual end of things, spiritual war. I always like Sean's approach. But there's a lot of stuff here that just with time and better perspective has, a lot of people don't even, I don't know. I mean, Dave has cemented himself as a big part of people's daily news listening, and they like that high hope mentality about all that stuff. But I don't know. Either way, it's going to be great to have people back. People that should have never left. I don't care what you're talking about. PSB had Jerome Corsi on regularly. YouTube didn't like that. Well, Patriot Soap, I wonder what Badlands is going to do now. I wonder what Badlands is going to do. If all these people, we're talking about, I don't know, because there's probably lesser channels that are not just on this Media Matters piece. But if you're talking about even just dozens of people getting their accounts back and regaining access to potentially millions of subscribers, listen, YouTube functions a lot better than Rumble. YouTube functions a lot better than Rumble. This could be an economic play for YouTube, as well as knowing that Trump is going to be around for at least 3 more years. When I say at least, I mean, if J.D. Vance wins, it's essentially another term of Trump, or at least for his voting base. Rumble is not very good. You know, I always root for Rumble, and thank God it showed up when it did. But for as long as it has been like the place where everybody has been flocking to, it is not improved as a platform. Even the ability to build playlists and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. BitChute still has a pretty niche base. It's a little more whatever. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, because let's be honest, it's they're making that play. Let's see. Did you see the ending of the Phillies Dodgers game? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did see that. Crazy. You know, I mean, I don't feel bad for the Phillies. I don't feel bad for the Phillies, but I feel bad for that pitcher. That's something you live with for a long time. Let's see. Lisa Gray said, "Here's a bit of my PFD, Alaskan Residential Oil royalties." God bless, Frank. You guys get royalties for oil drilling out there, Lisa? Thank you so much for that super chat. I never expect those when we're doing a live like this. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. But let's see. A lot of our friends coming back to YouTube. And I got a strike for a guest talking about apricot pits. It just, what, you know? It's like, what is, just, can you please give people terms of service? Clear terms of service that can be, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to prepare some more stuff. I'm going to prepare some more stuff for tonight. It's going to be very fun. Remember, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on the new Playhouse. On the new Playhouse channel. I want to put it in the chat room. Hold on a second. Here you go. The Playhouse. We got 314 subscribers so far. Anthony really hasn't. Anthony's going to, once he starts putting his weight behind it, that'll be good. But let me put it in the chat room so people can go. This is going to be music, movies, personal, a lot more of that culture end of things. A neutral space where I can bring Anthony on as a co-host, and we can do something, a project together again. You know. Something that we can promote without politics getting in the way of things and all that stuff. I just put it in the chat room. Follow us over there. We'll be live at 7 o'clock. It'll be a nice show. And then tomorrow's show, 9 p.m., that's the Saturday night show. We're going to be doing spooky stories and God knows whatever else. That'll be at 9 o'clock, and it'll be on quitefrankly.tv, pilled.net. Which is one of the places where I hope all of our returning friends to YouTube will start bringing people. And there you have it. Other than that, Quite Frankly mugs and coffee at the Quite Frankly coffee shop. You can get it in the links below or on quitefrankly.tv, the affiliates page. And please, all throughout the month of October, you go and buy yourself a bag of Keto Brainz or anything that is over $39 on ketobrainz.com. Use the promo code TREAT or any Quite Frankly promo code, including the recurring 20% off you get as a monthly sponsor, and you will be in the running to win a year's worth of this. 12 months. You get a bag a month for 12 months. That's over $600 worth of the greatest focus and clarity inducing nootropic creamer. It's so good. And if you want to try it, email me, frank@quitefrankly.tv. See you at 7 o'clock tonight, everybody. Thank you for your company.